And what are those five critical issues which you will get when you join in our prestigious programs of B Pharma MBA and M Pharma MBA? Why we have started this? We are the pioneers in B Pharma MBA and M Pharma MBA programs, because the feedback of the industry was that plain technical degrees are okay, but unless the students have the business connect of the technical expertise which they are having or which they will be doing when they come to corporate, then the progress is a little less. Timelines become delayed. So it's always better to give them a management education so that they can apply the technical knowledge which they learn out of B pharmacy and M pharmacy. And that is why when we started this right from the first batch which came out in 2010 of B Pharma MBA and BA Pharma Tech, it has become very popular. And similarly, it has been seen for M Pharma MBA. Plain M pharmacy degrees, if you want to grow in an organization in higher emoluments, you will take almost 5 years or 10 years to reach the positions and of the level which you will start getting when you get M Pharma MBA from as a fresher, right from the day one. The packages of about close to 6 to 7 lakhs per annum are available to all students, average packages, and higher packages can go up to 10 to 15 lakhs also. So this is the beauty of our integrated courses, and being at the cutting edge of pharmacy education and management in B Pharma MBA and M Pharma MBA. Recognizing our efforts, not only NIRF praised us, but also we are the only recipient of national award, which is called Rajiv Gandhi Quality Award, given by the Bureau of Indian Standards for our quality education. Now, this is rarely given to a education institute, and we were given in the MSME sector this award in 2015, recognizing the processes which we use and the outcome oriented education which we provide to our students. Third important thing which our schools have is the infrastructure. You know, because of the technology in every industry, the technical instruments are changing. Now, unless the students are taught on those machines like LCMS, MS, SPLCs, unless they have, if they are going to work in R&D, unless they have knowledge and experience of working on the live animals, we have a approved, Government of India approved animal labs. We have quality infrastructure uh, for and very good quality of life, which you can find out from any of the alumni which are there, which are passed out of NMIMS in our schools, that there is a fun learning in NMIMS and a School of Pharmacy in Bombay, Shirpur, and now shortly going to be at Jadcherla campus at Hyderabad. The fourth important thing which is there is the employment assurance which you get right from the day one when you come. Because our focus on education is for employment. You know, across India, you keep hearing news of unemployed graduates. We are proud to say that none of our graduates since the last inception of 2006 and the first batches which came out in 2010, none of them is unemployed. All of them got a job before they graduated, before they convocate, they get the jobs. And it's higher, is the packages are going higher and higher. I am also proud to say that unlike many other institutes which do not publish the placement data on the website, we do it because our data is upfront and students can really value that. Because when I get questions from the parents these days before they decide, and it's important to decide that which institute they should graduate from. It is very important because it's a next important step which is going to decide your future. And the most of the things time, because when they ask, they say what is the curricula, how it is upgraded, how it is the what is the placements, and we are able to answer confidently on all these issues. Our curricula, as you know, we have a vibrant board of studies. What is the role of a board of study? We have MDs and presidents of various healthcare companies and pharmaceutical companies in our board of studies.
And academicians.
And academicians also. What they do, that because the nature of the jobs are changing year after year in the healthcare, and I'll explain to you a little more on that. Because of that, it is necessary. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption. So it is the nature of the job which also changes because of the requirement of the industry. Now, if the nature of the job is changing, it is necessary to impart the education, and the skill, the competence during the time when they are available with us. So that's why this board of studies keep advising us. They meet every 6 months, and they keep advising us that what are the newer trends which are coming in the healthcare industry, what should be part of curricula, what has become old and no longer required. So our curricula is never the same for 2 years. It keeps changing every year. And this is the beauty of this course of B Pharma MBA and M Pharma MBA.
Any questions that are there?
Any questions you have on this so far? Okay, I'll get on to another important areas which you must know at this moment when you are trying to come in the healthcare industry and you are coming in the pharmacy. See, the nature of the jobs and the scape of the pharmaceutical industry is changing very fast because of the technological inputs which are coming in the healthcare. You will find that nature of jobs are also changing. So at the time of admission, and you will graduate after 5 years or 3 years in case of M Pharma MBA, the nature of the job would quite be different. So what we do is that we don't teach you in one particular jobs or area which are currently available. We try to give you skills to handle at least 10 to 15 profiles which will be available in future. For example, recently some very interesting studies have come from World Economic Forum, from the OPPI and Accenture study, from Ernst & Young study, that what would be the nature of jobs in healthcare and pharmaceutical 1 year, 2 years to 5 years later. And there are few things which are dramatically coming and being exposed by every single consulting company. And what are those 5 things? First, they say that digital area is going to be paramount. One person has to be digitally literate. That's the new language. And this digital literacy will cut across all the functions of a healthcare. So not necessarily that if you are going only in sales and marketing or in R&D or in logistics or in HR or in finance. Everywhere the common thread is the digital expertise which the candidate should have.
And our millennials are experts at that digital and very tech savvy.
Yes. So that is why it is necessary that courses which you go through here makes you perfect to handle a job, because no company wants to first train for 6 months and then they would be delivering what is required. They want people on the job from the day one. So that's why our students are more job ready, because we make them expert on the digital area. The R is the representation. It's an acronym, Dr. Pack, DRPACK. D have explained. R is the representation of a pharmaceutical company. It's going to change drastically. Traditionally, a medical rep used to be the representative and he used to carry a visual aid folder. Not now. Now few companies have already started in that journey where he has got a tablet, where he has complete data of the doctor he is going to meet, the queries the doctor has raised over the past 6 months in CMEs which was done for him, and then what answers he need to be giving them, and what is the demand and the need area of that particular doctor. So before the call is made.
So in other words, you are saying interconnectivity between people.
Yes.
Is the key word nowadays.
Yes. The representation of an organization is going to be very different to get recognized. Why? Because India is a branded generic market. Branded generic market means what? The specialty molecules are hardly 5%. The generics takes another 5%. But branded generics are which are similar molecules but have a brand name. Now, so it means what? For every molecule, for every cough syrup, you have got 500 companies having the same cough syrup, same molecule, or same atorvastatin, or same antihypertensive, or same metformin. So, what is happening is that fight is, or the differentiation has to be brought at the representative level, at the doctor's clinic level. So, unless the organizations train their representative to be of superior breed, they will not be able to create a differentiation of the product in the doctor's mind. And this is where our M Pharma MBAs and B Pharma MBAs are making their presence felt. Because mostly you will find costly drugs are coming, 50,000 worth of injections, 500 worth of rupees worth of tablets or capsules. Now you need a trusted person to talk about this with the doctor. In life, as you know, that you will trust a person who looks trustworthy, who is able to communicate. Now, this is what is able to, this B Pharma MBAs and M Pharma MBAs are able to command. And because they are more literate and they are knowing the business aspects of it, they can communicate well. Hence, the representation of the future is going to be very different. So particularly the students which are going to be in sales and marketing are to be aware of it and they have to be prepared for it.
I would like to throw some light
Yes.
on the admission process. So for the admission to MBA Pharmatech, we have got an entrance examination which is known as NPAT conducted by the university, and the registration for that NPAT examination can happen online. It is open and you can register for that examination, and once the examination is done, the merit list will be there for that, and based on that merit list they will be taking up the students, giving admissions to the students. The whole admission process is conducted by the university in a transparent manner. And let me inform you, there are no donations in our university. If someone approaches you saying that yes, I will get you a seat and donation, no, please do not believe that. So the admission process is completely online. The examination is online, and it takes place at the university level. So that is where the admissions are happening. And then when it comes to career aspects, I would be asking you to talk about the career aspects that are there.
Yes.
And I would look
In
at
fact,
the.
I am touching that only.
Yeah.
What are the type of careers which are going to be in future?
And to know about the eligibility for MBA Pharmatech program, that is a 10 plus 2, 12 pass students. That those are the students who can appear for this examination. There is a common entrance examination in the university with some special segments that are there for other colleges. But for pharmacy, it is a common examination that is available. And where they would also be taking the international baccalaureate diploma students, they are also eligible for this examination to attend that examination. And for MPharm MBA program, the admission process is the same. We will be having an entrance examination for MPharm MBA. But for MPharm per se, those who want to pursue only MPharm program, they do not have to go through an entrance examination. But they will all, both MPharm as well as MPharm MBA students will have to appear for a personal interview also to understand their inclination towards their program. How keen are they? What is the career that they would like to pursue? Based on these interactions with the students, with the aspirants, the merit list will be prepared based on the examination as well as the interviews that happen. So MPharm program has got a entrance examination as well as personal interview. MPharm MBA program. Whereas for the diploma, there will be an announcement in the website also and on the newspapers also. Again, for that, the 10 plus 2 examination is required, and this happens as per the government regulations, that is DTE regulations. We will be taking the students. For BPharm program, again, this year we have that the BPharm MBA program is the one through which the students will be coming in through the entrance examination test, and subsequent to that, if there are any seats that are left out, then we will be declaring our BPharm program. So those who are interested in core BPharm program will have to give an intent form saying that yes, we would like to do BPharm, and then they will be able to enroll for the BPharm program. There is no entrance examination for the BPharm program, and the minimum marks that are required for entry into BPharm program is 45%. So for entrance for DPharm, there is no entrance examination. BPharm, there is no entrance examination. MPharm, there is no entrance examination. Whereas MBA Pharma Tech, yes, there is an entrance examination. MPharm plus MBA, there is again entrance examination. Diploma program is available at both the campuses. BPharm program available at both the campuses. BPharm plus MBA program available at both the campuses. MPharm and MPharm MBA programs. In Mumbai, we have 4 programs. Whereas in Shirpur campus, we have only 2 programs. So what are they, those 4 programs? In Mumbai, MPharm specializations are available in the area of pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical technology, industrial pharmacy, and pharmaceutical quality assurance. These are the specializations which are there in the MPharm component as per the PCI syllabus as well as per the PCI requirements. Whereas for MBA, the MBA syllabus remains common if whatever specialization in MPharm may be. So that is why it will be MPharm in 4 specializations plus MBA. And each program we have about 15 seats as per the guidelines of PCA in all these programs. Whereas in Shirpur campus we have MPharm in pharmaceutics plus MBA, MPharm in quality assurance, pharmaceutical quality assurance, and MBA. And those who want to do core MPharm program also, it is available. So these are the programs that are available at Mumbai as well as Shirpur campus. And with respect to career aspects, I would ask Mr. Chaturvedi to talk about it. But before that, I just would like to add one information about international opportunities. Our students get international opportunities in whatever area they would like to do. Many of our BPharm programs after BPharm students have gone abroad and have done their MS programs. They have done their MS and PhD programs, integrated programs across the world. They are there in Australia, UK, Germany, as well as USA. In the alumni, they are very much connected to the college, so you will be able to see them also when you come to the college. So international opportunities to do higher education are very much available. Whereas there are those who have gone abroad with their jobs. So in terms of jobs also, in terms of their degrees also, everything is accepted worldwide, and they are doing internationally very well. So we are very proud of our alumni who are there at the policy level, decision making level also. They have reached in their careers so fast. And also some of our alumni have become entrepreneurs. So I would like Mr. Chaturvedi to talk about our career aspects as well as our entrepreneurs also.
There are 2 questions which we have received. One is, do you have hostel facility? Yes, we do have hostel facility. In Bombay, we have on first come, first serve basis, the hostel facilities. The details of the expenses cost is there on the website. The Shirpur campus is a residential campus, so it is necessary, mandatory to stay in the campus. And similarly in Jarcharla, there is a hostel facilities are available, and there is a bus nearby. So hostel facility exists. The second question which we have received is, how much industry exposure do we get?
Very interesting question.
It's a very interesting question. See, the industry exposure is in all sectors. One is, of course, you will get we are different in this manner, in this issue also, as compared to any other pharmacy school or management school in the country.
I think every student gets, right?
Yes. We give a 360-degree exposure to the industry. What is the 360-degree exposure? See, as part of BPharma, you have to spend 1 full month in the factory area to see how the product is made. Now, when you get into the 4th year, and similarly in Pharma MBA in the 2nd year, you need to know how the products are getting consumed. So we have a 1 full month training in a hospital, where a student get to spend 1 week each in a hospital at the desk, where how a patient is getting admitted, how a patient is getting managed by spending a week at the nursing and the housekeeping desk. They also come to know how procurement takes place in a hospital. Out of 1,000 SKUs, how they are purchased, how much quantity is kept. So that is also a training they get. And the fourth critical area, how the documentation is done and how the records are kept. So they get a complete 4 weeks knowledge of how the patients are consuming the medicine. Now the third vital area which is there is the how the drugs are sold. So we also have a very vibrant 1 month training in a large retailer shop.
And this is available to all the B.Pharm students?
This is available to all B Pharma MBA and all M Pharma MBA students.
Okay. And if a student is doing only B.Pharm program?
Then they get a technical 1 month technical
Yes.
training in the factory area.
Yes.
As part of integrated courses, the third very vital exposure they get from the industry is that they have to work for 1 month in a major retail shop. And there also, not just at the counter, they will see how a product is getting sold, how it is built as per GST norms. They also know how they are procured, how much inventory a retailer keeps, in what way merchandising is done, whether it is done on a alphabetically basis or on category wise basis. He will also know what are the various laws, because healthcare industry is most regulated industry. They will also come to know how many laws are there for a retailer to follow. And the fourth most important, how the disposal is made. What are the various categories and how the disposal of the expiries and the leakage material takes place. So this is third very important of the 360-degree training which is given from the industry. And the fourth is a 2 month, full 2 month industry experience by working in a corporate project across India, which could be in sales and marketing, which could be in logistics, which could be in digital areas. So they get a holistic view of the pharmaceutical chain of business, how it is created, which is very different as compared to other schools and institutions.
I would like to add
Yes.
one point of information here. In our curriculum, whether it is undergrad program or the postgraduate program, we have added such subjects like drug regulatory affairs and intellectual property rights and various other subjects, which actually the students have studied as part of their curriculum and practiced. And I am very happy to note that these students have converted that into their careers. So whatever curriculum they could do, they are now working in the IPR area itself. They are working in the quality assurance department itself. They are working in the regulatory areas itself. Regulatory global, regulatory Indian, there are many. So the curriculum itself is providing them jobs, not in the regular profiles, but different profiles. So the curriculum contributes to the growth of the students. That's just what I wanted to add.
Sure.
Please.
There is one question who are the key recruiters?
Yeah.
Now, this is again is nature of the curricula which we have. See, very few pharmacy or management institute are putting those subjects which are required by the industry. For example, analytics has become very important. Now, SAS is the world leader in analytics, in business analytics. So all the 3 modules of SAS basic, SAS visual, SAS predictive, and now SAS prescriptive is part of the curriculum. Now, because they are educated on analytics, all the analytics companies in healthcare, they are picking our students at higher CTCs. Similarly, nutraceuticals, wellness products, cosmeceuticals, this is never the part of subjects which is we have made part of the subjects. Because of that, the cosmetic companies like L'Oreal, Body Shops, First Essentials, Brand Care, they pick up our students.
And
Then-
with respect to SAS,
Yes.
I just would like to add one thing. SAS has got a tie-up with NMIMS University, which is the facilities available to all the students of NMIMS, where they can get a global certification also
Yes.
from the SAS. Once you have the global certification, which is there from SAS itself, which is valid across the world, the job opportunities are increasing tremendously because analytics is a very big area internationally. So that is where the students are getting jobs globally. I just wanted to add that with respect to SAS.
See, all top 10 of the pharmaceutical industry in India, whether in formulations or API, they come to our campus. We get close to about 50 companies in our campus. The consulting companies like EY, the ZS Associates, they pick up students from us. Similarly, because of the analytics background, the companies, every market research companies like TNS Cantor, Nielsen, they all come, Ipsos, IQVIA, they all come to our campus and select our students. So there is a whole brand of companies which are coming to our campus, and depending upon the interest area of the students, they are able to join and fulfill their career aspirations.
So this seems to be a totally new job profile
Yes.
for different from a conventional pharma profession.
Yes.
But it is integrating pharma knowledge as
Pharma
well
knowledge.
as the other areas, which is the future of the world. Now we cannot work in silos anymore. It is always interdisciplinary. So we have pharmacy, we have management, and we have analytics coming into picture. So that is how the future of the world is going to change, and the job profiles are going to change, which we understand at NMIMS, and we bring it to our curriculum. That's what I just wanted to add. And someone has asked for our website address as well as our contact number. Our contact number in case of queries is 022 4233 2010. 022 4233 2010. Website is nmims.edu, www.nmims.edu. That is our university website. From there, you will be able to navigate to our school.
Continuing my giving you information on the future of jobs and what are the various career options which will be available to you. Apart from digital and the representation areas, the another critical area which is developing is the patient. Now, pharma companies are moving from pill dispenser to the disease managers. It means what? Anyone joining a marketing areas or the regulatory areas of a pharma company need to focus on giving education to the patients. You must have seen how many digital apps have come which give lot of information regarding the disease. Why? Because this is a millennial crowd which is there. India is demographically very well situated at this moment, where 65% of the population is below 35 years of age, while other countries across the world are aging. It means what? The nature of the jobs would be not only in India, but also across the world, because they need young people to manage their factories and offices. And our students are getting those opportunities. In the last 7 years, I have seen at least 20 people or 20, 24 students have gone abroad, and they are handling higher positions in US, in UK, in West Asia, Singapore. So this is a big opportunity because of the type of education we have been giving them, that they are able to handle jobs confidently. The fourth area, which is also creating very important portfolios and job opportunities, is the key account management. What is that? With government pushing in expenditure on the healthcare, you must have read Ayushman Bharat and how 5 crore people are being given insurance. So they will be going to various hospitals. So institutions and hospitals have certainly become very powerful purchaser of products. So handling those accounts, you require a different type of expertise. You need to know what is the price sensitivities, tenders. So we are preparing our people for key account management positions in various institutions and geographies of India. And another area is the content, which is developing fast. Previously, a product manager's role or a brand manager's role used to be only talking about the brand, but not now. Now they are creating content for the doctors, they are creating content for the patients, they are containing content for all the users, millennial crowds. So this way, the variety of jobs are opening up, and we are preparing our students for the same.
There's just one question that had come from somebody, which is saying that is management quota available? No, we do not have any management quota. It is totally on merit based and merit listed at the university entrance examination. That's one information I wanted to give you. And then I would like to add that The students who are 12th pass students, which are who are about 17 years old, they are just young adolescents. They come here and they get tremendous opportunity to be independent, to learn, to grow, to do a lot of extracurricular activities, to debate, to learn about the communication skills, to learn about grooming and how to dress themselves, and how to behave in public, how to conduct events, how to not only just study and pass examinations, but all round development is what I see in the students because of the various activities that are there. They learn how to compete and they win or lose, how to compete and how to be sportive. They play games. And by the time they finish their 4 years or 5 years or 2 years with us, they become completely rounded individuals, and we see a tremendous transformation in the students and the tremendous amount of development of confidence in them, able to communicate confidently, take on anything that is coming up to their way. So this is what the change, the transformation that I see in the students, which is very much, which gives us a lot of happiness. So we welcome all of you to come and join us and be a part of this growth path and part of this growth systems that are there available at NMIMS, and have a bright future ahead. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.